What is up, Go Savages? It's time to play some Go on Fox. Hopefully, we get a game really quick.
Start to play.
I bet we're black. Let's get it. We're gonna play 3-3 because we're evil. Um, let's play a 5-3. I want to be a little bit more flexible with like the stuff that I'm doing, so we'll try this out. I guess this is really thinker for my opponent, so they're taking a second. Okay, interesting. So their direction kind of is emphasizing this way. So I think I'll just approach inside here. They backed off. Um, there's a number of things we could do. I think it's okay just to dive into here. That's an option. I could also back off. Back off could be okay. I gotta think about this because, like, if they play here, like, what direction do I want them to go in? I think I'll just get a sturdy position. That'll be fine. Okay, we can go like this, or we can go like this. Either option is fine. Let's just do this. The upper one kind of has a more influence style of play, which I don't think was necessarily like super good in this situation. So this is they're gonna get influence. It's not necessarily gonna work with this lower position that they have, but it all depends on how I'm going to move them around here. If I go this way, they're gonna I could let them have like boom boom boom, and then they get an extension over here. But maybe that's too good, like with this. I could also go the other way, and then they could get an extension over here, which could be nice with this, but it's not as good with their position over here. So we'll try this way. And like if they decide to do like the two space jump here, I don't know that it's like amazing with this. It feels very awkward, so them turning makes a lot more sense. And in fact, it might make even more sense for me to play over here to kind of like attack this if they did turn, but they didn't. Yeah, so now you can kind of feel like this is awkward, like because this wants to be influence and this kind of wants to be territory, and then it's not really clear what that's doing. So now I could go like this, and let's see, this is let's count one, two, let's count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or so. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So either way is good. An approach over here would be nice. I got to think about like what this is doing. Um, I'll go low here. This 5 3 point kind of wants to go to the side like this. It looks like they're going to emphasize this side, which is okay. I don't feel like I should be threatened in any way by this. I could attack this, but I think it's better to just make this into the enclosure now. Everything's feeling pretty nice so far. I can cause a fight here, and that would be all right, but we shouldn't cause fights unnecessarily. Okay, now I can just get an extension over here. And it kind of feels like maybe I should go high because this would just make a nice framework. And I also could play here, which kind of takes away the three space extension that they would want to have. However, this is probably good enough because when you if I were to like play here, then I'm encouraging more fighting here. And it's not like the profit that I could get is like super massive in this area. I could play even more conservatively, honestly, because that'll give me more space to move. Because if I go here, I imagine like I could get like an awkward looking base like this. But I noticed that whenever you get close to like corners and stuff, your opponent can exchange moves that will like mess with one side or the other, and it gets kind of inefficient. So it kind of feels like I should just play a little bit closer. Okay, he's decided to fight me over there. I got to really think about what the best way to go about this is. Kick will leave a weakness over here. Could do this or kind of like this. I feel like if I go like this, he's going to want to exchange moves over here to make it'll kind of tie this together. So that's totally possible. But he might get a little more disruptive than that, like with this move. I still can kind of dive into the corner. It's a good attacking move. Realistically, I should add a move over here. It could be this one. Just basically say, yeah, you're awkward. I'm gonna be strong. I think I like it. It's, it's definitely the better option out of like what I was saying. Because if I go here and they disrupt it, then maybe this stone dies. Um, yeah, we can kind of make this shape. It's kind of weird, really weird looking. Um, is there any reason we would poke them? I don't think so. This is like a super light attack. Diving in here also has the added benefit of like I could attack on either side. So I could say, okay, add another move over here if you want, but then I'm attacking you. But I gotta be careful not to lose Sente, because then, because realistically, I would like this move to just be like, I'll just play it. It's fine. I would like this move to just be like, I play here, you like flinch. All right, that's quite the move they're making. If I go here, they're gonna play through here, and then I'm kind of committing to attacking this. I already have more territory than them, so I don't really have to do that. So let's just kind of undercut the base, and then I can use this stone as a way to attack them more efficiently. I think attaching here is good. This is also good. Let's attach. I don't want to like completely lose my grip over this situation. Is this a situation where we cut? They can Atari here, Atari here, connect. Doesn't look like it. I could go this way. This is feels really strong shape-wise. And then I can cut here, or they can fix it, and I can do this, or they can fix it like this, and I still have this move. And then if they cut, I can go like Atari, and then like this and completely destroy everything. So there's a lot to like about this move. I thought about this one, but it gives them like a lot more different moves to make. Now they're telling me to fix this. So if I cut now, like if they extend and I cut, they can Atari and then kill me. But if they have to go the other way, they can kill me like that too. Pretty strong shape. I almost just feel like doing this, but it feels pretty lame. I could get in this move first, but then they might pincer me. And then it feels kind of irresponsible to do that. But they do have to worry about this. But like I could run out, but then they're gonna profit. Can I get away with this? No. Very tricky. I'm gonna play here. All right, they just answered. That's fantastic. Because now I should be fine to just do this. I'm not super comfortable with the two spaces on the fourth line, but I know that it's good. So, well, it can be good. That's a base. But it's supposedly very floaty, like a lot more floaty than you'd expect. I could do a poke here, like poke, poke, because I guess what they're saying is if I poking here is really good actually. Let's poke here, because now I should be able to safely. And I don't have to exchange this one because it's looks like bad shape. Like the only reason I'm saying it's bad shape is because if I do this and then this, it's an empty triangle, and that's usually bad. But there is like some things to like about it. Like it does make this mouth. But let's just push up. If we really want it, we can take it later. But they also have forcing moves on this now. Gotta make sure we don't die in here. I'll extend one more time just to give them some trouble. And then can we do something like this? I can just capture. It might be this kind of move. Or we could go up. Up is kind of cool because it pressures them. But it's not very like base making behavior, you know. This move threatens to connect, and the connecting is good. So let's just do this because I could do this right here as a move. Also, sometimes you get into fights and stuff and you kind of forget what's going on. And by you, I mean me, you know. So anyway, so that's a much nicer base. Again, we don't want to like play too close to this because it kind of encourages them to like hurt my own stones, which sucks. So let's just jump. Or maybe we go here first. Because if I jump, then they turn, then it kind of encourages me to make an empty triangle. And we should avoid empty triangles at all costs. So let's just go here. Um, anyway, we still have an attack on this if we really wanted to. Okay. Now I can make a much stronger shape this way if I want to. Or I could like go this way. Um, Forcing them this way is a lot better because it strengthens this group, even though that this is kind of awkward. I think I like this move better than this one. Is this all right? I could see it being okay. They still got pokes, but this has pokes too. Maybe they can poke and go here and then go there. And then there's like some craziness, but anyway, should we exchange something over here too? They might jump in over here. I could also force them this way, but this is very strong. So there's no reason to do that. If they make a wall over here, I can shoulder hit or I can attack the stone and run out. Shoulder hit's probably better, safer play. Let's just jump up here. Because again, this whole thing is incredibly strong, as far as I can tell. All right, it looks like they want to just lay down and live. I'm completely cool with it. If they want to make some exchanges here, it's Atari. Are they considering this Atari? I mean, I did play it pretty quick, for the record. But I don't think it's that like his Atari into this Atari is rough. So like presumably they're saying, yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, the living status of this group is really good right now. If they when they Atari this, I'll just play here. Yep, okay, that's fine. Okay. I didn't have to play there. I could have actually Tanuki'd it. That's okay. All right, they're trying to seal me in. Are they totally alive? They're kind of close to totally alive. If I play here, I think it's Sente. Yeah, because if I go here, then I'm connected, and that's bad news for them. So they might only have one eye. So with keeping that in mind, we're just gonna push this stone around, and we're gonna go out here. And this is starting to look a lot weaker. Okay, it's like they want me to kill them. Or they're trying to turn this into territory. But if I get like a complete surround on this, that can't be good. Okay. Um, this is a good move. It's just a good move. Let's do it. Because like this is starting to look really sus, really sus. So they're gonna probably want to add a move. Okay. Um, I could do this kind of thing. This Atari, take. But let's just keep our stones together. No reason to do something that crazy. Now I can do this kind of thing. This would be kind of hard for them to deal with because like my follow-up move is here to threaten this very severely. And then I have this jump and they can like cut, but then I get good shape and then this is in danger. So that's really awesome. And this looks healthy, like very healthy. This I could see getting in trouble, but I'm not like completely surrounded yet. I still have moves to make eye shape. And this is like the eye shape status of this is kind of good. There's at least one eye um, somewhere in these stones that I believe that there's at least one eye. They could exchange like this kind of move, but then that is problematic also because it's like boom, 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 cut is possible. Or like I would go here first and then cut. Okay, great. Now it's time to go here. Their stones are just like super inefficient right now. Like this, where's the points? Where's the points? Where's the points? Where's the points? So I'm kind of crushing them. I should probably just make this group nice and alive. And I wouldn't mind like a point loss over here in exchange for that. That wouldn't be bad. I think that this is still super healthy. I see some eyes and like I could go here if I want to or here. Um, there's still this cut that I have to be mindful of, but I have a nice attack on this group. So I can just kind of harass it. And then that'll like help me to threaten this group too. If I go like this, does this help the cut enough? Not exactly. It makes a ladder this way, but it's not like perfect by any means. Playing like this could be chill. It's kind of solid, and it doesn't put. I'm not like trying to put an enormous amount of pressure on my opponent, like a completely unnecessary amount. Like this seems like way too thin. This is all right, and I can afford to play a little bit more conservatively right now. So we are chilling. This is the part of the game where my brain starts telling me that I'm so good at Go, and then I start not paying attention because I was just hearing my brain go, "Oh man, you're so good." Yeah, but that spells disaster. You can't don't think about it too hard. Okay, so if I go here, they can Atari and then Atari and whatever. I'm just going here. This is what they're doing is like an end game move. Um, not that good. If they feel like they're about to, like if they cut now, I gotta be wary of the eyeballs. Because like I could see like a random move in here being like, where's your eyeballs? All right, they're saying they want this as territory. Um, I think we could be reasonable. Should we drive him towards my stones? I could try to kill this. I could also just make my group happy. I think we should just do what we said we were gonna do. Let's just add a move over here. He has so many problems. Okay, he's decided to do that to kick me. This is probably not a good exchange. Is he trying to kill this? It's possible. I don't feel like I'm in danger. We're still fine. He's just pressuring this. I think maybe he was like worried about this getting hurt. Again, this I don't think this has two eyes yet. I could be blind. Maybe it does because he could go here. No, but I could falsify that. All right, I think if I just exchange this, we should be fine. I don't see like a way that they can kill me. Maybe it's with like this move. I could also just go here. I would be alive if they just give me this though, so that's fine. And then I can add another move if I'm really worried about it. I can play in my favorite spot to play the 2-2. The the 2-2 to just be alive. Um, let's just cover this. Yeah, this should be alive. There's no reason why this should die. Yeah, it's gotta be alive. It's fine. Super alive. So they could try to like make points here. Oh, okay, so he wants to live this too. I don't know that we explicitly have to respond to that. The problem with this is the Hane could be problematic, but we could also just go down like this. And I think that stops the eye. It also fixes weaknesses over here. Or nice and strong. Very nice and strong. I think okay. So the thing about this move is that he's probably still eyeing this cut, so let's just fix that cut. Now this whole thing is very happy. So we're chilling. And now between these three groups, we'll see if one of them dies. It should be I would be surprised if none of them do. Um, and even if they all live, we'll probably be able to get a good reduction on this because maybe we don't have enough points after all this. Um, which of course I should. Could we do this kind of thing? Oh, okay, interesting. I guess he's getting in there for a pretty good reduction. Can we get away with this? He can't do this one, right? Atari connect Atari, but then he could make an eye. But then I'm thinking like if he goes up and then up again and then cut, then I would have I gotta really check this up.
9, 8, 7,
I'll let this run
6,
out.
5, 4, 3, 2,
So one, two,
1.
1, 2, 3, 4.
2 yo-yomis left.
I think I can handle it. He can make an eye here. I'm not gonna just I would rather have this be chilling than have a massive issue. Um yeah, let's do this. We're fine. Okay, everything should be connected. These are very strong shapes I got. Just double checking that everything is good. Well, these at least have eyes. So now this push and cut doesn't work. So let's just attack this. And are we even sure that this has two eyes? You know, because I can still Atari this. I'm not sure. I'm really not. Let's bust out of this way. Now we're starting to get a surround on this one. Push again seems chill, and then we'll get an attack on this. We could like do just make a nice shape in here. Just be really sturdy and simple. Okay, attack. Time to attack. Is this poke even valid? Not really. Not really. Um, we would be undercut doing this. We're gonna completely destroy his territory though. This also has a lot of problems for him, right? Does this have two eyes? He's making all these
9,
groups, and I'm just
8,
not sure.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's just go here. We still have this move. Like that. Okay, he's insisting that he connects. I could kill that. I could. I absolutely could kill that. It looks so killable. All right, he went there. Let's try to kill. If he goes here, it looks like Ko to me. Ko for life.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's try to surround this. Nice empty triangle, bro. Like, do you mean to tell me that this entire thing is gonna make up for this and this and this? Like, it could. I could totally see it. I could see it happening. They're requesting a draw. Get out. They just requested a draw. You gotta be kidding me. Absolutely not. Draw is crazy. They must know they're losing or something. As this goes on, like this could die. It's like there's a lot of could die, but maybe they're like suss it out just enough that they can win. I gotta press my money tree though. Let me press it. How are they gonna get away with all this? I wonder if they're letting their timer run out now to be a sore loser. I mean, I'll sit here. I don't care. I'll chill. They hit me with a draw, and then they're just gonna be like, "No, I can't play." So I don't know if y'all saw, but on my live stream, I had like 3 game losses, like back to back. It was because I was being like all extra. And whenever, if you're not humble when you like are trying to really do something, like if you got this voice in your head that's saying, "Oh man, you're so good, you're so cool, man," oh, then you're gonna start like getting sloppy. And you're gonna start doing like really special and creative things that don't work because you think you're so good that it's gonna work out. That's not the case. You're way better off applying really simple, clear strategies than thinking of like wild stuff to do and like throwing away games, which is what I did. That's literally what I just did. Um, and that's really the best advice that I can give to people learning anything, I think. Like not just Go. Um, yeah, just don't be telling yourself you're good. You got to stay humble. Really important. Um, so I feel really good about this game. Although it's possible I might still lose this game, like I said. Like there's a lot of stuff that could die, but it's not quite dead. Maybe my opponent's like throwing the game away right now, like letting his time run out, whatever. Um, I could have played down here to like really disrupt this area, then he wouldn't have had any points. Um, like I don't know, maybe a fourth line move would have been sufficient, and just like exchanged some moves over here and then like said, okay, I'm getting points here, and then maybe that's like fine. So I missed an opportunity. But I'll take this time to read out some stuff, like killing stuff. So if I surround this, it could die. I think I'm gonna leave that for my opponent to figure out because it's probably gonna naturally happen. But like this Atari would be what would do it, because then that gets rid of this eye, and then they would have to make another eye. Maybe they can just do this, and that's enough, probably. So is there anything else I could do? Not really. So this is probably a lie, actually. Um, so this situation, I would like to play here. Like this jumps out at me, but I feel like they're gonna turn, and then I'm going to like I can't just do this. If they turn, they can take. Can I just do that? Hold up. Wait, hold on. Because if they turn, then I can go here. No, then they just go up. See, that's a problem. If they take, then they make an eye too. So maybe the move is here, actually. So it'd be like boom, boom. So they're trying to make this an eye, and then I go here. Then they fill in. Wait, hold on. Then they fill in, and then they have the second eye. So is it this first? It could be this first, actually. Well, then they could go here, and then I take, and then they can't make a second eye. They can threaten it and then take back. So it looks like it's Ko, as far as I can tell. This is also a factor. If they go here, but I don't think it matters because if I go here first, then if they go here, then I can go here. And they can't threaten this because it's a bamboo. So that looks like it's Ko for life. And I could like start this Ko. Like I'm so strong and solid everywhere. I could just like start this Ko and then um threaten to kill something. Like it could literally be start Ko, play here, start like playing surrounding moves and like just harass this. There's Ko threats over here. Playing in here could be a Ko threat, like a fourth line move. It's kind of challenging to deal with, in my opinion. Over here, we'll reassess if this is alive. I could go here. I go here to take out that eye. I think this is gonna die. I have to surround it though, is the problem. But like I said, between this running out and this running out, this is pretty much alive. One of these is gonna die. So pretty sure they're just dead. Um, anyway, at this point, I will edit to the end if they don't play. I think they're being a sore loser. And like I said, I'm trying to avoid touching the magic button, the estimate score button, because it's bad. I mean, for one thing, like because I think part of because I play territorially, whenever I play, it's going to um tell me that I have a bunch of points and my opponent doesn't have a lot. So then I'm like, oh, I'm winning. That's not true because they have like latent points that I have to deal with. So their position could be better, even though the estimate score button is actually saying that I have more points. They could be winning. Um, So that's one reason. It also is like hurting my ability to like sense who's doing better in the game. Um, because you have that to lean on. So I want to avoid doing that. Um, what else was I going to say? I also recognize that I might I might not even skip this part because I'm like I feel like I'm saying some valuable things. Another thing is that and this will hurt you is that if you're get into a groove of playing the same sort of thing over and over and over again, you're actually going to end up like really hurting yourself because every single strategic situation that you're in is going to be completely different, which means the whatever moves you have to make in that given situation in the moment is going to be completely different from like any other situation. So if you're like, oh, I like playing this way, so I'm gonna play this way every single time because it's the best thing ever. That's like it's actually kind of funny because it's like egotistical. Like you really do you really think you found the perfect strategy to solve everything? No, of course not. So like you're much better off just being really present in the moment than thinking that you're the best or something. Um, which I think that really relates to what I was saying just a little bit ago. Um, about like being chill. This is kind of like podcast commentary, IMO. I could actually like maybe I'll title the video like Go Go Player Meets Sore Loser and it turns into a
Yo Yomi
podcast.
now starts.
I don't know. Um but yeah, so you sort of want to like look at the situation and like really sense like how you want it to go. Um And what that's going to do for you is that you're not going to feel like you get lost because like if you're like, oh, I know the perfect thing to do in every situation, it doesn't matter, and like I'm so cool for that. I'm always going to play this way. Then whenever it doesn't go your way, you're going to be like, what? And then you're going to panic. Even though it might be a completely reasonable situation you're in, you're probably going to be like, wait, this isn't going the way that I thought it was. Like, no shit, because
9,
you weren't thinking
8,
about it.
7,
This
six,
I'm speaking
five,
from like
four,
my truth. Like
three,
this is what
2,
happens to me,
1.
and it's a lesson that I relearn over and over and over again. Because
2
like
Yo-Yomis left.
as soon as I like level up in a rank, like I went to 3 Dan. My brain's like, bro, you did it. You're so goaded. You're so goaded. And then you get your. It's like your brain let me say it this way. Your brain is literally designed to be lazy. Like to take the like laziest route possible. And you gotta fight that at like every chance you get. You have to like you have to force it. And like for me, sometimes I get that way and then I know I'm going to be punished for it and I tell myself I'm like, "Okay, I know the universe or whatever is going to punish me because and that's the medicine I
9,
need to
8,
demonstrate to me
7,
that
6,
I have more
5,
to learn and my
4,
it activates my
3,
brain." You know what I'm
2,
saying?
1.
I hope that wasn't the countdown wasn't too loud. But
Last
this guy,
Yo-Yomi.
he's letting his timer run out. I mean, that's nothing to get mad at or anything, but I'm just some of these people are sore losers. And I think there's some like ego to that too. Like he probably thinks that he's like this should have gone my way or something. I don't know. Um, once it counts down here, I'll press the estimate score button and we'll take a look at what the score says. I suspect the reason why he stopped is because when I press this estimate score button, it's going to tell him or tell us, it was telling him that His group was entirely
9,
dead. I'm
8,
suspecting this whole
7,
thing,
6,
the,
5,
the estimate score is probably like,
4,
yo, bro, this
3,
whole thing's dead.
2, 1.
I don't think it's that simple. Like, yep, I won on time. Goated. Um, I don't think it's that simple. But yeah, what did I say? Based prediction. Let's see. So it says black is up by 32.5 if that is dead. Let's see if we can back this up a little bit just to see what it said. It says that white is up by 4.5 in this situation. I don't think that necessarily means I have to kill. It might mean that we were kind of tending towards that kind of game. And like I said, like right down in here, if I would have added a move here, then that wouldn't be the case. Like I would have had more points. Um, I didn't have to be so hardcore on this. I should have just like even if let's back up like one more move. Hold on, let me get out of this. If I would have like said, "Okay, bro, you can connect over here," like I'm just like I don't give a shit, and then started a fight over here, that would have been way better than me just blocking because it deletes these points. Just bottom line, those points will get deleted, and I won't have to worry about it. Um, so I almost let this guy get back into the game because of this, but he folded because he's like, "Oh snap!" The AI says, or the counter, which is worse than the AI, says that's dead. Maybe it is too hard to get out of here. Like I could go here and then there, and then he could Atari and like blah blah blah, and then maybe this dies. Something. It was tough. It was definitely tough for him, but it wasn't like unwinnable. Um. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope my like stuff I said was valuable to you in your game. And that's my goal really is that I just want to like I want to play Go and record it, and then I also want to like give some value to you guys by like saying, "Yo, this is what I think about the game, and this is what I think is cool to think about during the game and stuff." So anyway, if you guys have any ideas about what I said or any like questions or any thoughts about how the game you feel like the game should have gone differently, let me know, and I'll be happy to answer any of those comments. Um, anyway, peace out, guys.